metropolis, chasing the phantom of a stolen kiss. My trench coat collar turned against the wind, calculating the exact moment that I sinned. A fedora cast a shadow on a stranger's face, a clandestine meeting in a hidden place. The cobblestone glistens with the evening precipitation, caught in the middle of a grand investigation.
A private sleuth operating in the midnight shade, examining the evidence that was poorly laid. A magnifying glass on a smear lipstick stain, connecting the dots inside the cynical brain. The jazz club is a sanctuary for the underground, where the most illicit information can be found. A snare brush swishes like a serpent's tail, following the breadcrumbs on a dangerous trail. Whispering secrets in a smoky alcove, searching for the treasure in a hidden trove. The saxophone slithers through the foggy chill, a cinematic narrative with a lethal thrill. No rhythm, stepping through the alleyway, where the darkest predators come out to play. No rhythm, a sophisticated fatal groove, watching every single calculated move. Black and white aesthetics in the colored world, watching the mystery get slowly unfurled. A dangerous tempo with a jazz inflection, hiding our motives from police detection. A ransom note typed on a vintage machine, the most peculiar scenario I have ever seen. A flickering street light illuminates the crime, operating totally outside the bounds of time. A double-crossing syndicate operating out of sight, bleeding the citizens in the dead of night. But the syncopation offers a peculiar clue, leading my investigation straight back to you. A femme fatale posing with a cigarette holder, resting my chin upon my velvet shoulder. I fabricated alibis to cover up my track, knowing there is absolutely no turning back. The upright bass plucks a sinister chord, a deadly gamble for a meager reward. I slip the microfilm inside my satin glove, a casualty of war, a casualty of love. Whispering secrets in a smoky alcove, searching for the treasure in a hidden trove. The saxophone slithers through the foggy chill, a cinematic narrative with a lethal thrill. War rhythm, stepping through the alleyway, where the darkest predators come out to play. Noir rhythm, a sophisticated fatal groove, watching every single calculated move. Black and white aesthetics in a colored world, watching the mystery get slowly unfurled. A dangerous tempo with the jazz inflection, hiding our motives from police detection. Don't speak, the walls have ears, I can smell your absolute paralyzing fears. Past the envelope underneath the table, keep the facade as long as you are able. Footsteps, shadows, curtain calls, the gavel falls. No rhythm, stepping through the alleyway, where the darkest predators come out to play. No rhythm, a sophisticated fatal groove, watching every single calculated move. Black and white aesthetics in the colored world, watching the mystery get slowly unfurled. A dangerous tempo with a jazz inflection, hiding our motives from police detection. Case closed, fade to black, the jazz remains.
vibrating inside my chest, putting my emotional endurance to the test. The pendulum swings, pulling the gravity down, wearing a heavy, invisible, thorny crown.
A melancholy tempo carrying my fragile weight, accepting the terms of this unfortunate fate. Tears falling silently on the acoustic wood, misunderstood in my own neighborhood. The metric rhythm healing the deepest wound inside this cavern where I am marooned. The persistent vibration shakes the solid ground, wrapping my trauma in a comforting sound. The cadence of grief is a powerful tide, washing away the stubbornness and pride, plucking the strings of a broken instrument, documenting the pain in the sonic document, transforming the agony into a steady pulse, rejecting the narratives that are entirely false, swaying the hips to a sorrowful beat, finding our grounding on our own 2 feet. Sorrow grew, riding the cadence of grief, searching the lyrics for a momentary relief. Sorrow grew, a therapeutic slow descent, calculating the hours that we have spent. Let the vibration massage the aching bone. You are suffering, but you are not alone. A summer frequency that penetrates the skin, a musical battle that we are trying to win. The metronome clicks with a merciless pace, tracing the lines on my weary weathered face. A deep oscillation from the amplifier cone, speaking a language that is entirely its own. The physical toll of this emotional debt is something my muscles will never forget. But the therapeutic shuffle starts to take control, mending the fractures in my damaged soul. I lean my shoulder against the vibrating amp, lighting the wick of my flickering oil lamp. The harmonic resonance aligns with my heart, piecing together the things that fell apart. A slow motion dance in a solitary room, dispelling the shadows and the creeping gloom. The frequency acts as a medicinal balm, restoring a sense of unprecedented calm, transforming the agony into a steady pulse, rejecting the narratives that are entirely false, swaying the hips to a sorrowful beat, finding our grounding on our own 2 feet. Sorrow grew, riding the cadence of grief, searching the lyrics for a momentary relief. Sorrow grew, a therapeutic slow descent, calculating the hours that we have spent. Let the vibration massage the aching bone. You are suffering, but you are not alone. A somber frequency that penetrates the skin, a musical battle that we are trying to win. Feel the resonance, let the tears flow, release the burden, just let it go. The vibration is the medicine, the beat is the cure, making our intentions absolutely pure. Sorrow grew, hey, hey, move. Sorrow grew, sorrow grew, sorrow grew, riding the cadence of grief, searching the lyrics for a momentary. Sorrow grew, the therapeutic slow descent, calculating the hours that we have spent. Let the vibration massage the aching bone. You are suffering, but you are not alone. A somber frequency that penetrates the skin, a musical battle that we are trying to win. Healing rhythm, let the groove take over. No more pain.
chasing the phantom of a stolen kiss. My trench coat collar turned against the wind, calculating the exact moment that I sinned. A fedora cast a shadow on a stranger's face, a clandestine meeting in a hidden place. The cobblestone glistens with the evening precipitation, caught in the middle of a grand investigation.
A private sleuth operating in the midnight shade, examining the evidence that was poorly laid. A magnifying glass on a smeared lipstick stain, connecting the dots inside a cynical brain. The jazz club is a sanctuary for the underground, where the most illicit information can be found. A snare brush swishes like a serpent's tail, following the breadcrumbs on a dangerous trail. Whispering secrets in the smoky alcove, searching for the treasure in a hidden trove. The saxophone slithers through the foggy chill, a cinematic narrative with a lethal thrill. More rhythm, stepping through the alleyway, where the darkest predators come out to play. More rhythm, a sophisticated fatal groove, watching every single calculated move. Black and white aesthetics in a colored world, watching the mystery get slowly unfurled. A dangerous tempo with a jazz inflection, hiding our motives from police detection. A ransom note typed on a vintage machine, the most peculiar scenario I have ever seen. A flickering street light illuminates the crime, operating totally outside the bounds of time. A double-crossing syndicate operating out of sight, bleeding the citizens in the dead of night. But the syncopation offers a peculiar clue, leading my investigation straight back to you. A femme fatale posing with a cigarette holder, resting my chin upon my velvet shoulder. I fabricated alibis to cover up my track, knowing there is absolutely no turning back. The upright bass plucks a sinister chord, a deadly gamble for a meager reward. I slit the microfilm inside my satin glove, a casualty of war, a casualty of love. Whispering secrets in the smoky alcove, searching for the treasure in the hidden trove. The saxophone slithers through the foggy chill, a cinematic narrative with a lethal thrill. Noir rhythm, stepping through the alleyway, where the darkest predators come out to play. Noir rhythm, a sophisticated fatal groove, watching every single calculating move. Black and white aesthetics in a colored world, watching the mystery get slowly unfurled. A dangerous tempo with a jazz inflection, hiding our motives from police detection. Don't speak, the walls have ears, I can smell your absolute paralyzing fears. Pass the envelope underneath the table, keep the facade as long as you are able. Footsteps, shadows, curtain calls, the gavel falls. Your rhythm, stepping through the alleyway, where the darkest predators come out to play. Your rhythm, a sophisticated fatal groove, watching every single calculating move. Black and white aesthetics in the colored world, watching the mystery get slowly unfurled. A dangerous tempo with the jazz inflection, hiding our motives from police detection. Case closed. Fade to black. The jazz remains.
The barricades are stacked against the avenue, a mutiny brewing in the morning dew, spitting out the propaganda fed by the elite, marching with an army down the concrete street.
A kerosene rag stuffed in an empty jar,
lighting up the darkness like a shooting star.
They tried to cage the tiger in the copper wire,
but they only managed to ignite the fire.
A clenched fist rising above the unruly crowd,
screaming our demands incredibly loud.
The establishment trembles at the sudden noise.
A formidable army of the girls and boys,
smashing the illusions with an iron pipe.
The demographic anger
is completely right. No compromise offered and none received,
exposing the web that the politicians weave.
Combustion spreading through the crowded square, an undeniable tension hanging in the air.
The sovereign spirit refuses to comply, looking the oppressor squarely in the eye.
Rebel heart pumping with ferocious blood,
standing our ground in the rising mud.
Rebel heart, a drumbeat in the chest,
putting the establishment to the ultimate test. Unshackled, untamed, and fiercely awake, demanding a slice of the forbidden cake. An insurgent rhythm pounding in the vein, breaking the links of the tyrannical chain.
The sirens wail a warning from a distant block, but we are firmly planted like a solid rock. A guerrilla tactic executed with precision,
cutting through the falsehoods like a sharp incision.
They monitor the frequencies and tap the phone,
but we communicate in a frequency unknown.
A subterranean network of the brave and bold,
refusing to be bought and refusing to be sold. My vocal cords are shredded from the battle cry, refusing to submit and refusing to comply. We paint our manifestos on the subway train, colorful rebellion in the pouring rain.
The riot gear approaches with the steady march,
but we hold the line beneath the marble arch.
A blazing inferno fueled by righteous ire,
feeding the flames of this magnificent fire. Combustion spreading through the crowded square,
an undeniable
tension hanging in the air. The sovereign spirit refuses to comply, looking the oppressor squarely in the eye.
Rebel heart pumping with ferocious blood,
standing our ground in the rising mud.
Rebel heart, a drumbeat in the chest,
putting the establishment to the ultimate test. Unshackled, untamed, and fiercely awake, demanding a slice of the forbidden cake. An insurgent rhythm pounding in the vein, oh, breaking the links of the tyrannical chain. Stand up, fight back, do not retreat. Take back the power on every single street. The revolution broadcast on the radio wave,
digging the oppressive system a shallow grave.
Defy, resist, unite, ignite. Rebel heart pumping with ferocious blood,
Standing our ground in the rising mud.
rebel heart,
A drumbeat in the chest,
putting the establishment to the ultimate test. Unshackled, untamed, and fiercely awake, demanding a slice of the forbidden cake. An insurgent rhythm pounding the spectral entities supposedly walk and talk. I brought my one acoustic and a pocket full of grief, looking for a supernatural permanent relief. The cicadas are buzzing, a hypnotic droning sound as I draw a circle on the unforgiving ground, waiting for the midnight when the bargain can be struck, willing to surrender all my everlasting love.
A shadowy figure emerges from the sugarcane field, holding a contract that can never be repealed. The temperature drops in a natural freezing chill, testing the parameters of my independent will. He tips his dark fedora, flashing a golden grin, offering a shortcut through the labyrinth of sin. The intersection hums with a terrifying power, counting down the seconds to the designated hour. Transaction of the spirit in the middle of the night, trading our eternity to win this mortal fight. The signature is written in a crimson bloody hue, a devastating compromise between me and you. Down at the Kingston crossroads, where the devil waits, holding the master keys to the consequential gates. Kingston crossroads, making a dangerous pact to mesmerizing, frightening, irreversible act. Will you sell your soul for a melody of gold, or keep your integrity before you grow too old? The intersection forces you to finally choose between the reggae salvation or the tragic blues. He hands me the guitar, the strings are humming hot, promising the absolute success that I have sought. My fingers move with lightning, a virtuoso grace, but I see the sudden tragedy reflected in his face.
Fame is an illusion, a temporary fleeting crown, before the gravity pulls you violently back down. The gravel crunches softly underneath his pointed shoe, reminding me exactly what I promised I would do. I clutch my vocal microphone, my voice begins to soar, achieving a register I have never hit before. The talent is incredible, but the cost is far too steep, a horrifying secret I am obligated to keep. The crossroads disappear into a thick swirling mist, leaving me alone with this terrifying twist. The spotlight is blinding, the applause is deafening, but I feel my inner conscience slowly deadening. A transaction of the spirit in the middle of the night, trading our eternity to win this mortal fight. The signature is written in a crimson bloody hue, a devastating compromise between me and you. Down at the Kingston crossroads, where the devil waits, holding the master keys to the consequential gates. Kingston crossroads,
making a dangerous pact
to mesmerizing, frightening, irreversible act. Will you sell your soul for a melody of gold, or keep your integrity before you grow too old? The intersection forces you to finally choose between the reggae salvation or the tragic blues. Oh, the price of the magic, the cost of the fame, nothing will ever be the same.
Tear up the paper,
Run from the deal,
hold on to the only thing that is actually real.
sign the line, take the prize, lose your soul, open your eyes. Down at the Kingston crossroads,
Where the devil
waits, holding the master keys
to
the consequential gates. Kingston crossroads,
making a dangerous pact.
a mesmerizing, frightening, irreversible act. Will you sell your soul
For a melody of gold, or
keep your integrity before you grow too old? The intersection forces you to finally choose between the reggae salvation or the tragic blues. The deal is done, crossroads, Lord have mercy. sipping from a dusty glass bottle, pushing my sanity full speed at the throttle. Fermented courage making my boots want to sway, chasing the ghosts of my yesterday away. The saloon is spinning in a dizzying blur, causing a raucous and magnificent stir. Ice cubes clinking in a crystalline cup, drinking a bitter medication straight up.
Tapping my heel on the sticky wooden planks, joining the misfits in the rebellious ranks. A dizzy intoxication wrapping around my brain, numbing the sting of this relentless pain.
The brass section howling like a wild coyote, floating my troubles on a fragile boat. A barrel of liquor in the pocket of lint, running a marathon in a frantic sprint.
Swirling the liquor,
Catching the amber gleam,
waking up violently from a sober dream.
tossing the inhibitions out the swinging door, leaving our misery scattered on the floor.
Whiskey skank,
Getting dizzy on the floor, stomping our feet till we cannot take no more.
whiskey skank,
The chaotic, joyful mess, relieving the tension and the awful stress. Spilling the spirits on the tavern rug, caught in the grip of this musical bug. A jubilant riot in the fermented haze, dancing right through this magnificent maze.
The upright piano takes a pounding abuse, providing the perfect and rowdy excuse. A tavern of sinners, hypocrites and saints, removing the shackles and the tight restraints. My collar is loose and my tie is undone. This chaotic revelry is only begun. A potent concoction to loosen the tongue, a mischievous anthem that must be sung.
My petticoat swirls in a furious spin, embracing the chaos and the beautiful sin. The bartender rings the heavy brass bell, casting a potent and intoxicating spell. I stumble slightly, but I catch my own stride, enjoying the thrill of this turbulent ride. The vintage amplifier crackles and pops, nobody leaves until the melody stops. Swirling the liquor, catching the amber gleam, waking up violently from a sober dream. Tossing the inhibitions out the swinging door, leaving our misery scattered on the floor.
Whiskey skank,
Getting dizzy on the floor, stomping our feet till we cannot take no more.
whiskey skank,
A chaotic, joyful mess, relieving the tension and the awful stress. Spilling the spirits on the tavern rug, caught in the grip of this musical bug. A jubilant riot in the fermented haze, dancing right through this magnificent maze.
raise up your glasses,
Toast to the night
bathe in the glow.
of the flickering light,
Let the intoxication
fuel the fire,
take in the temperature.
higher and higher.
Sip, sway, lean,
Stop,
whiskey skank,
getting dizzy on the floor, stomping our feet till we cannot take no more.
whiskey skank,
Chaotic, joyful mess, relieving the tension and the awful stress. Spilling the spirits on the tavern rug, caught in the grip of this musical bug. A jubilant riot in the fermented haze, dancing right through this magnificent maze. One more round, keep stomping, scared get away. Yeah. Can't get away. barricades are stacked against the avenue. A mutiny brewing in the morning dew, spitting out the propaganda fed by the elite, marching with an army down the concrete street. A kerosene rag stuffed in an empty jar, lighting up the darkness like a shooting star. They tried to cage the tiger in the copper wire, but they only managed to ignite the fire.
A clenched fist rising above the unruly crowd, screaming our demands incredibly loud. The establishment trembles at the sudden noise, a formidable army of the girls and boys,
smashing the illusions with an iron pipe. The demographic anger is completely right. No compromise offered and none received, exposing the web that the politicians weave. Combustion spreading through the crowded square, an undeniable tension hanging in the air. The sovereign spirit refuses to comply, looking the oppressor squarely in the eye. Rebel heart pumping with ferocious blood, standing our ground in the rising mud. Rebel heart, a drum beat in the chest, putting the establishment to the ultimate test. Unshackled, untamed, and fiercely awake, demanding a slice of the forbidden cake. An insurgent rhythm pounding in the vein, breaking the links of the tyrannical chain.
The sirens wail a warning from a distant block, but we are firmly planted like a solid rock. A guerrilla tactic executed with precision, cutting through the falsehoods like a sharp incision. They monitor the frequencies and tap the phone, but we communicate in a frequency unknown. A subterranean network of the brave and bold, refusing to be bought and refusing to be sold.
My vocal cords are shredded from the battle cry, refusing to submit and refusing to comply. We paint our manifestos on the subway train, a colorful rebellion in the pouring rain. The riot gear approaches with a steady march, but we hold the line beneath the marble arch. A blazing inferno fueled by righteous ire, feeding the flames of this magnificent fire. Combustion spreading through the crowded square, an undeniable tension hanging in the air. The sovereign spirit refuses to comply, looking the oppressor squarely in the eye. Rebel heart pumping with ferocious blood, standing our ground in the rising mud. Rebel heart, a drum beat in the chest, putting the establishment to the ultimate test. Unshackled, untamed, and fiercely awake, demanding a slice of the forbidden cake. An insurgent rhythm pounding in the vein, breaking the links of a tyrannical chain. Stand up, fight back, do not retreat. Take back the power on every single street. The revolution broadcast on the radio wave, digging the oppressive system a shallow grave. Defy, resist, unite, ignite. Rebel heart pumping with ferocious blood, standing our ground in the rising mud. Rebel heart, a drum beat in the chest, putting the establishment to the ultimate test. Unshackled, untamed, and fiercely awake, demanding a slice of the forbidden cake. An insurgent rhythm pounding in the vein, breaking the links of the tyrannical chain. Keep fighting,
Never surrender.
the heart beats on. a dreadful secret brew, formulating hexes aimed directly at you. Alligator sliding beneath the Spanish moss, tallying the ledger of a monumental loss. A mysterious practitioner stirs the iron pot, tying up my destiny in a complicated knot. Sprinkling the graveyard dust upon the wooden floor, opening the hinges of another early door.
I hear the incantation whisper through the cypress trees, carried by a foul and a natural breeze, rattling the vertebrae inside a leather sack, guaranteeing nobody is ever coming back.
The grease talisman hangs around my neck, keeping the malevolent apparitions in check. Lighting up the candles on the makeshift shrine, erasing the boundaries of the dividing line. Uttering the syllables of an ancient dreadful curse, making the predicament exponentially worse. The sorcery is potent, the magic is severe, summoning the phantoms that you constantly fear. Listen to the voodoo wail echoing across the swamp,
Join in the procession in the terrifying stomp.
voodoo wail sending shivers down your spine,
Intertwining your miserable existence with mine.
let the witch doctor chant, let the heavy bass rumble, watching the walls of your sanctuary crumble. A hypnotic spell woven in the musical form,
Summoning the fury of a supernatural storm. The talisman vibrates with a kinetic strange energy, unlocking the padlock of a hidden memory, pounding on the ghost skin with the frantic wild pace, summoning the spirits from a designated place. The potion is simmering, emitting a foul scent, a magical phenomenon that cannot be unspent. I throw the carved trinkets upon the dusty dirt, shielding my anatomy from any impending hurt.
my pupils dilate as the trance begins to take, causing the foundations of the cabin to shake. I speak in a dialect I never formally learned, while the effigy of my enemy is totally burned. The swamp water ripples from the heavy vibration, a terrifying, spectacular, dark celebration. We bind the adversary with a metaphysical thread, communicating directly with the lingering dead. Uttering the syllables of an ancient dreadful curse, making the predicament exponentially worse. The sorcery is potent, the magic is severe, summoning the phantoms that you constantly fear. Listen to the voodoo wail echoing across the swamp,
Join in the procession in the terrifying stomp.
voodoo wail sending shivers down your spine.
Intertwining your miserable existence with mine.
Let the witch doctor chant, let the heavy bass rumble, watching the walls of your sanctuary crumble. A hypnotic spell woven in a musical form,
Summoning the fury of a supernatural storm.
brata, 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 supernatural storm.
Oh, break the hex, snap the cursed twig, dancing around the fire in a frantic wild jig. The spirits are awake and the ritual is complete, throwing the adversary right beneath our feet.
Step, step, burn, listen to the voodoo wail echoing across the swamp,
Join in the procession in the terrifying storm.
voodoo wail sending shivers down your spine.
Intertwining your miserable existence with mine.
Let the witch doctor chant, let the heavy bass rumble, watching the walls of your sanctuary crumble. A hypnotic spell woven in the musical form,
Summoning the fury of a supernatural storm.
this spell is cast, the swamp is quiet. Voodoo, voodoo. Voodoo. leaving the concrete slums for the legendary West.
The metallic engine groans, spitting out a jet of steam, transporting the passengers toward a collective dream. A symphony of pistons pushing on the rusted wheel, a revolutionary movement that is finally getting real. The freight cars are loaded with the hopes of the oppressed, a monumental journey, a spectacular quest. The locomotive captain pulls the heavy iron lever, severing the ties to the Babylon forever. The rhythmic clatter echoes on the wooden railway ties, drowning out the government's fabricated lies. We shovel the combustion, fueling up the massive grate, escaping the perimeter of the dictatorial state.
Velocity increasing as we blast out of the zone, heading for a territory completely unknown. The momentum is a weapon, the rhythm is a shield, racing past the borders of the sugarcane field. All aboard the trench town train, unstoppable and loud,
Carrying the voices
of the liberated crowd. Trench town train tearing right through the tracks,
no hesitation,
and no ever looking back.
from the ghetto alleyways to the mountaintop so high.
Watch this iron chariot elevate into the sky.
Sound the glorious whistle,
Let the engine roar.
we are kicking down the hinges of the freedom door. The cabin is vibrating with a fierce, rebellious chant, doing all the massive things they told us that we can't. The velocity blurs the passing scenery outside, a thoroughly exhilarating, terrifying ride. The systemic barriers crumble as we barrel through, creating an environment spectacularly new. The compass needle points strictly toward the promised land, guided by the power of a mighty unseen hand.
I'll stick my head out the window to catch the rushing gale, writing a victorious chapter to this epic tale. The suffocating poverty is shrinking in the rear, replacing the anxiety with a vision crystal clear. The percussion of the tracks is a steady booming kick, making the oppressive politicians awfully sick. A rolling sanctuary constructed out of steel, the most euphoric liberation I will ever feel. Velocity increasing as we blast out of the zone, heading for a territory completely unknown. The momentum is a weapon, the rhythm is a shield, racing past the borders of the sugarcane field. All aboard the trench town train, unstoppable and loud,
Carrying the voices
of the liberated crowd. Trench town train tearing right through the tracks,
no hesitation,
and no ever looking back. The fretboard is a roadmap of the mistakes I have made, where every single promise has been steadily betrayed. My callous fingertips press against the nickel wire, extinguishing the remnants of a suffocating fire. The tuning pegs are rusted from the dampness of the room, an instrument absorbing all the overwhelming gloom. I pluck a solitary note and let it hang in space, a sonic representation of a devastated face.
I plug the heavy cable in the amplifier jack, knowing that my innocence is never coming back. The vacuum tubes are glowing with the warm nostalgic heat, pumping out a rhythm of absolute pure defeat. I dial up the overdrive to mask the inner ache, calculating exactly how much more my mind can take. The hum of the equipment is a sympathetic friend, accompanying this journey to a miserable end.
The physical vibration travels up the wooden neck, a beautiful salvage of a devastating wreck, translating the tragedy into an audible sigh, a spectacular method to efficiently cry. Listen to the weeping chord echoing down the hall, a musical testament to a terrifying fall. Weeping chord bending on the heavy gauge string, the most sorrowful anthem that a human could ever sing. Let the harmony tremble, let the feedback sustain. We are broadcasting frequencies of undeniable pain, a masterpiece constructed from a shattered, broken dream, tearing apart the fabric of the fragile sonic scene.
The bridge pickup captures every microscopic flaw, exposing the emotion that is terrifyingly raw. I manipulate the whammy bar to emulate a moan, operating in the territory completely on my own. The pentatonic scale provides a temporary map, navigating safely through this psychological trap, a symphony of sadness generated by the hand, the only universal language I can fully understand.
The nylon and the steel create a gorgeous tragic blend, a musical epistle that I desperately send. I mute the heavy rhythm with the palm of my right hand, creating a dynamic that is utterly grand. The distortion pedal mimics all the anger in my brain, a beautiful cacophony driving me insane. But when the chorus hits, I find a momentary peace, a wonderful, incredible, magnificent release. The physical vibration travels up the wooden neck, a beautiful salvage of a devastating wreck, translating the tragedy into an audible sigh, a spectacular method to efficiently cry. Listen to the weeping chord echoing down the hall, a musical testament to a terrifying fall. Weeping chord bending on the heavy gauge string, the most sorrowful anthem that a human could ever sing. Let the harmony tremble, let the feedback sustain. We are broadcasting frequencies of undeniable pain, a masterpiece constructed from a shattered, broken dream, tearing apart the fabric of the fragile sonic scene. Bend the note, make it scream, wake up from this agonizing dream. The resonance is pure, the frequency is true, a devastating serenade dedicated just to you. fragile sonic seam. Let the note ring out, feedback fades. Unplug the cord. From a cloudless sky, washing the deception from my weary eye. The saline droplets trace a jagged route, dig into the bottom of the deepest root. A tiny puddle forms upon the pavement stone, reflecting a visage I have barely known. Gathering the water in a porcelain bowl, purifying the edges of a tarnished soul. The archaeous ritual begins at dusk, shedding the remnants of a hollow husk, submerging the ego in the rising tide, leaving absolutely nothing left to hide. The precipitation carries an ancient lore, sweeping the debris from the ocean floor. Baptized anew in the sorrowful stream, waking the spirit from a dormant dream. Let the reservoir overflow the dam, revealing the truth of exactly who I am. A liquid testament to the pain we bear, evaporating slowly in the humid air. Mystic tears, a crystal clear release, negotiating terms for a lasting peace. Mystic tears, falling like the summer rain, washing the residue of the urban stain. Crying out an ocean drop by single drop, we let the water flow until the hurting stops. A sacred fountain springing from the chest, putting the exhausted intellect to rest. The weeping willow bows its branches low, absorbing the moisture from the soil below. An irrigation system for the barren dirt, healing the anatomy of a lasting hurt. The tributary feeds into a roaring sea, washing away the chains of captivity. We harvest the sorrow from the weeping eye, a glorious liquid that will never dry. My eyelashes heavy with the morning dew, painting the horizon in a softer hue. The condensation gathers on the window glass, watching the procession of the shadows pass. A vulnerable offering laid upon the shrine, turning bitter water into vintage wine. The clarity emerges when the crying ends, mending the fractures that the universe sends. Let the reservoir overflow the dam, revealing the truth of exactly who I am. A liquid testament to the pain we bear, evaporating slowly in the humid air. Mystic tears, a crystal clear release, negotiating terms for a lasting peace. Mystic tears, falling like the summer rain, washing the residue of the earthen stain. Crying out an ocean drop by single drop, we let the water flow until the hurting stops. A sacred fountain springing from the chest, putting the exhausted intellect to rest. Pour it out, empty the bitter well, breaking out of this self-constructed self. The salinity shores, the microscopic tear, washing the landscape until it's absolutely clear. Trickle, cleanse, breathe, release. wash over, pure liquid gold. The weeping is done. Stepping down the concrete stairs into the basement club, immersed entirely in the frequencies of the dub. The strobe light flickers cutting through the dense, heavy fog, navigating the darkness like a solitary dog. My doppelganger mimics every movement that I make, testing my sanity to see how much my mind can take. A phantom reflection projected on the plaster wall, answering the terrifying subterranean call.
The audio engineer twists the analog mixing knob, controlling the heartbeat of the synchronized dancing mob. Reverberation bouncing off the insulated ceiling, amplifying this deeply unsettling, eerie feeling. I confront the monster that is hiding in my own brain, dancing erratically to keep myself entirely sane. The lower registers vibrate right through my spinal cord, a heavy manipulation by the musical overlord, submerging our consciousness into the deepest low, where the obscure, terrifying entities prefer to go, manipulating the echo, stretching out the time, committing a beautifully sonically perfect crime. Welcome to the shadow dub, where the phantoms sway, keeping the obnoxious glaring sunlight far away. Shadow dub, bouncing off the subterranean floor, leaving you begging the DJ for a little bit more. Let the bass line rumble, let the snare drum crack. We are venturing deep and we are never coming back. A hypnotic trance inside a pitch black hidden room, finding our salvation in the middle of the gloom. The synthesizer oscillates a terrifying drone, a sinister frequency that chills me to the bone. My darker alter ego takes complete and total charge, becoming a menacing figure incredibly large. We wrestle with the demons in a synchronized routine, the most spectacular exorcism you have ever seen. The woofer cabinets rattle with the violent earthquake force, taking this ritual along its necessary course. A sudden dropout leaves my vocal hanging in the air, exposing a vulnerability I rarely ever share. The delay pedal repeats my phrases into infinity, questioning the boundaries of my own divinity. I twirl my silhouette into a dizzying glass spin, shedding the layers of my metaphorical skin. The sonic isolation acts as a protective shield, conquering the adversaries on the battlefield, submerging our consciousness into the deepest low, where the obscure, terrifying entities prefer to go, manipulating the echo, stretching out the time, committing a beautifully sonically perfect crime. Welcome to the shadow dub, where the phantoms sway, keeping the obnoxious glaring sunlight far away. Shadow dub, bouncing off the subterranean floor, leaving you begging the DJ for a little bit more. Let the bass line rumble, let the snare drum crack. We are venturing deep and we are never coming back. A hypnotic trance inside a pitch black hidden room, finding our salvation in the middle of the gloom. Drop the treble, let the low end dominate.
This is the moment where the
Spirits culminate.
echoes multiplying in the empty space, a terrifying grin upon the phantom's face. are venturing deep, and we are never coming back. A hypnotic trance inside a pitch black hidden room, finding our salvation in the middle of the gloom.
Let the echo fade,
Return to the surface,
the dub survives.
the murky bio bubbles with the dreadful secret brew, formulating hexes aimed directly at you. Alligator sliding beneath the Spanish moss, tallying the ledger of a monumental loss. Some mysterious practitioner stirs the iron pot, tying up my destiny in a complicated knot. Sprinkling the graveyard dust upon the wooden floor, opening the hinges of an otherworldly door.
I hear the incantation whisper through the cypress trees, carried by a foul and unnatural breeze, rattling the vertebrae inside the leather sack, guarantee nobody is ever coming back.
The grease talisman hangs around my neck, keeping the malevolent apparitions in check, lighting up the candles on the makeshift shrine, erasing the boundaries of the dividing line,
Uttering the
syllables of an ancient dreadful curse, making the predicament exponentially worse. The sorcery is potent, the magic is severe, summoning the phantoms that you constantly fear. Listen to the voodoo wail echoing across the swamp,
joining the procession in the terrifying stomp,
voodoo wail sending shivers down your spine,
intertwining your miserable existence with mine.
let the witch doctor chant, let the heavy bass rumble, watching the walls of your sanctuary crumble. A hypnotic spell woven in a musical form,
Summoning the fury of a supernatural storm. The talisman vibrates with a kinetic strange energy, unlocking the padlock of a hidden memory, pounding on the goatskin with the frantic wild pace, summoning the spirits from a designated place.
the potion is simmering, emitting a foul scent, a magical phenomenon that cannot be unspent. I pour the carved trinkets upon the dusty dirt, shielding my anatomy from any impending hurt. My pupils dilate as the trance begins to take, causing the foundations of the cabin to shake. I speak in a dialect I never formally learned, while the effigy of my enemy is totally burned. The swamp water ripples from the heavy vibration, a terrifying, spectacular, dark celebration. We bind the adversary with the metaphysical thread, communicating directly with the lingering dead, uttering the syllables of an ancient dreadful curse.